Hello and welcome. And we are revising Murlis, and today we listen to some really, how could I say, verses that will bring enthusiasm and happiness, and there's a lot of deep meaning in them. So, welcome. And we listen to these words in soul consciousness, which means that you see yourself as a spirit and not as a body. And seeing means you have an experience that you are eternal, immortal being, and listening through the ears and looking through your eyes.
Who are the hero actors on the stage at this time? The doubly pure souls, the elevated souls, those who are pure in their worldly lives, and also souls who are pure. You maintain courage very well. You also have a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. You have the very elevated desire that you definitely want to demonstrate something. But the desire of the enthusiasm in your minds is not visible on your faces in the form of a sparkle. The way to bring about the maximum splendor and sparkle of zeal and enthusiasm on your face is to be full of the experience of every virtue, power, and point of knowledge. Experience is the greatest authority of all. The sparkle of authority is automatically visible in one's face and behavior. Someone who has the authority of experience will never be deceived by any of the various royal forms of Maya. Experienced souls with authority will always experience themselves to be full and overflowing. They will never be empty of the power to decide, the power to tolerate, or any other power. Just as a seed is always full, so they too will always be full of knowledge, virtues, and powers. This is known as being a master almighty authority.
How beautiful! And this is truly the essence of our knowledge. And we know that it might be easy to speak about these things, what it is to be a spiritual, sparkling spirit. But does it show on my face too? And when I have become the authority of that experience, it will convey from my face. I don't need to say so many words. So I think this is for everyone who is studying spirituality, that we know how easy it is to study, to read, and even get a little bit of experience of it, and then tell it to others. But in order to become the authority, for example, happiness, we need to really get experiences of supersensuous happiness, and that will sparkle from our face. And whilst I'm speaking this, I'm very aware that I still need to get more experienced and have more authority in it. Then words are not really needed so much. It will shine from us and we will have the authority of it. Just like if you're a business person and you have many customers, a good business person will know who has the authority of buying a lot of things from their behavior, from the way they move. This is something similar, but we now go into a spiritual area where if we become the authority of pure love, authority of pure happiness, it is something that is experienced within ourselves, and we can also give it for others just with our vibrations, through our eyes, through the way we speak, the way we behave. It's such a beautiful topic, this, to be an authority of an experience. But within this, we also know there's a challenge. It, like today we heard from the words, that it shouldn't be just words telling something for others. We should also sparkle that. Shrestha, we cannot hear you. Can you unmute?
Let's continue with the reading.
While we are waiting for the reading, I do my best to become an embodiment of the experience, authority of the experience.
Now, even the scenes of Amritvela are very amusing. Some get tired trying to reach their goal. Some swing in a double swing. Some sit down as hatha yogis. Some simply sit as a discipline. Some are even absorbed in that love. Now, pay special attention to becoming the embodiment of the meaning of the word remembrance. Let the sparkle of a yogi soul be visible on your face. Whatever is in your mind definitely sparkles on your forehead. Don't think that you have a lot on your mind. The mirror of the power of the mind is your face. No matter how much you say that you are dancing in happiness, no one who sees your face looking unhappy would believe you. You know the difference between the face of someone who looks totally lost and someone who has attained everything, do you not? Let the sparkle of the happiness of have attained everything be visible on your face. Do not let your face look dry, but let it be a happy face.
Wow, such a deep meaning. But it is good to remember that we also have to practice detachment and being a detached observer, even to ourselves. So we can have a good laughter sometimes if we can observe ourselves that we were maybe nodding off or we were not really concentrated. How would I look from outside? It's not about that our face is just happy. This meaning, deep meaning, is this, that what is inside us will come out. And it will come out without any words. People will get the vibrations. And we are very sensitive for vibrations, all human beings. So if we are faking to be happy, our vibrations, it will tell a different story. So honesty is needed in this path. And if we pay attention in remembrance, let's put it this way: if I'm connected to the ocean of love, and that will be in my awareness, I'm connected to ocean of love, and how does it show from me? And when there is no doubts, if I doubt that maybe, or I have some bills in my mind, or some economic problems or relationship problems, if I have those things in my mind, it also shows. So this is a beautiful knowledge to come with that power and happiness and experience from there all our relationships and whatever we have to face. Thank you.
Would you like to share?
Yeah, it's emphasize how important for us to be knowing who we are and keeping our mind with Baba or Supreme Soul, the Manmanabhav, having remembrance of God or Supreme Soul. That's really resonate in our mind, keep our mind happy, because I really love that line. Says, the mirror of the power of the mind is your face. So everything is in our mind, reflect on our face. And normally anyone would see our face first when we are interacting with people. The first thing they interact with our face. So everything in our mind, it just imagine it's just reflecting on our face. And how important for us to keep our mind just cleansed and clean. And that can only happen by knowing who we are and who do we belong to. We are that at the beginning, like Sister Gita said, that we are spirits listening to this knowledge. And the spirits belong to the spiritual Father, the Supreme Soul. So in that consciousness, we interact with people. Our purity, our love, and the peace resonate in our face, and that helps others. So I love that line. Power of the mind reflect on our face. Om Shanti.
The authority of experience, as you explained, means to be seated on a seat. What is the meaning, the significance of this seat for you? What does it mean that you, the soul, or your mind is set on a seat of authority? Would you rather be standing or moving or being set? What does this symbol indicate, the symbol of being set on a seat of authority? A seat means stability, means stillness. It can mean position as well. It also means comfort. You are not experiencing any discomfort, any pain. You are resting. So when your mind is in such a position that it becomes stable, concentrated, still, there are less thoughts, there is contentment. You are very content on this seat. You are comfortable. The mind is feeling at ease, light. And as explained, you will feel full, overflowing. You will feel all powers are available. You are an embodiment of powers. You will also feel that your mind can share that happiness. Anyone else would like to share a point?
This is a really, really important teaching that our Supreme Father, our Supreme Soul is giving us, reminding us that we are hero actors. And how can we become hero actors? By our behavior. But before that, it is our thoughts. Purity of thoughts, which means we don't bring out any of the old vices, such as desires, anger, attachment, ego, because these thoughts are what make us impure. And if we have these impure thoughts, then that will reflect on our behavior, on our eyes. They say eyes are the window of the mind. And even if we are still not laughing, it will reflect on how our internal milieu is, our internal environment is. And that will also help us in always being set. Baba says, when we are seated on the seat of authority, then nothing can upset us, nothing can shake us, nothing can move us. So, all throughout the day, different situations will come, but we have to remain seated in that seat. So, we are very fortunate that we get these daily reminders, but we have to keep reminding ourselves every hour regularly so that we remain seated in this seat of authority and sparkle and show what we actually are. Thank you.
Yes? Would you like to share?
Om Santi. I'll just talk quickly about the authority of experience. That's the point touched me this morning. And the thought came to my mind is that how do we become authority of experience? And the answer came to my mind is from this one of the brother who gave the talk a couple of years during Christmas time, that practice one experience of power every month. And that's probably something I can do this year. Like this month, I was practicing angelic form while working and doing things. And I'm thinking for February, what do I practice to become the authority of experience? The few thoughts has come, but I'm not decided. So I'll decide tonight what to practice for February. Om Santi.
Anyone else would like to share?
Me, Om Santi, is Sarmila. Om
Yes.
Santi, Om
Yes.
Santi. Good morning to everyone. Om Santi. I want to share my point. Experience is the great authority. We don't need to say anything. That's why we should experience Baba. We don't need to say anything. People will automatically will ask you where you have, what you got, where do you go. That's why we have to experience Baba. People will automatically they will know. And other point is everything in our mind it will reflect on our face. That's why we have to clean our mind very pure. It will automatically show on our face. It is very important to keep our mind is very clean because it will automatically reflects on our face. People will see automatically. We don't have to say we have God. People will automatically see. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Would you like to suggest a practice for the day, Gita?
Yes, and thank you for all the sharing, very beautiful sharing, and it gave a good inspiration for today's practice. It is maybe good to stop for a while and think, is there anything you're lacking? We heard that all the virtues, all the powers, all points of knowledge, we should become experienced. And that is like an ocean of different things. But think about what is lacking today from your list and get experience with that with the experience of, if I want to have, what would I say, contentment, or if I want to be really, really cool and peaceful, no matter what's happening. Maybe I need to pack things and travel to India tomorrow. So I would like to be really, really cool and see the essence every moment, and taking that energy from the Supreme and experiment. How is that one virtue or power or point of knowledge? How is it throughout the whole day? But it's important to choose one, so to get experienced. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.